let's play put a finger down. So put a finger down if you've ever sneezed. Put a finger down if you've ever coughed. Put a finger down if you've ever puked, vomited, hurled, barfed. Technicolor yawn, that's one of my favorites. Put a finger down if you've ever cried. And put a finger down if you've ever gone to the bathroom. Guess what? All of those actions require you to use your diaphragm. So let's go ahead and do our best to recreate those effects right now. So let's recreate sneezing. Achoo! Oh, felt something. Let's recreate coughing. Starting to feel what's going on. Let's recreate barfing. Oh, like someone biting on tinfoil. Thinking of birds makes me barf. Okay, let's go ahead and let's pantomime crying. And the last one we won't do, okay? But you could maybe pretend for a moment that you really have to pee, okay? Or maybe you need to go to the bathroom, but you're at the grocery store and you're almost there and you're feel some lower things, right? Okay, so now that we understand what the diaphragm feels like when we're just not even thinking, we had to think. So what we're gonna do is use our breath to recreate those same types of sensations, but purposefully and to their biggest expansion. So remember, you are not two-dimensional. I know I am right now, and you are three-dimensional, right? So when we breathe, we're not just breathing up or down, we're also breathing out to the sides. So to get a better understanding of that, and what the breath does on an inhale is it's pulling pressure down on an inhale, lengthening the body with pressure. And then on an exhale, it's going to do the opposite motion, kind of like a piston. All we're gonna work on right now is just finding the inhale. So on your exhale, there will be no cues. You're just gonna gently let your breath out. I like to shake my neck to remind myself, just chill. So we're going to do a series of inhales with our hands in different places on our body to help us remind ourselves that we're three-dimensional. I like to get the image of the Tin Man, right? Like he's a big old cylinder. So if you get that kind of image, your ribs wrap around, think about how you want to fill that cylinder with an inhale all around. So the first motion we're going to do is we're going to place one hand on our chest and one hand on our lower belly. Now what I want to feel is my lower belly hand expand, not my top hand. I want her to stay low. Because remember, we're inhaling downwards with pressure, filling the balloon, filling my sun. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3, big inhale. Feel that lower belly hand expand, and then just exhale. The noises help. 2 more, same thing. Big inhale, not that top hand lifting. The bottom, big belly out. Show me that belly. And good. Let's do one more with the hands here. Big inhale. Filling that cylinder in the front, feeling that pressure. And exhale. Great, so now we're just gonna move our hands. So I'm gonna invite you to place your hands underneath your rib cage so you can really feel the roundness of your ribs. We're gonna want those hands to build with pressure so much that our hands start to levitate out to the sides and get even wider. So 1, 2, 3, inhale. Feel that pressure build and your ribs are three-dimensional, and just exhale. 2 more, big inhale. Remember, feeling your hands going out to the side, to the front and the back. Exhale. Last one, fill that cylinder all around the sides. front, side, pop out everything with your big inhale and exhale. Good. So our last hand placement is going to be placing both hands behind your back. And what we're going to do is we're going to feel that pressure again, inflate against our hands. So really activating the back muscles to pop out the dense. Big inhale, 1, 2, 3. Down and around, filling that balloon. And exhale. Now, I don't know about you, but when I put my attention to expanding in my back, I sit a little taller because I want to fill that space with my breath. So 1, 2, 3, inhale. And exhale. Last one. 1, 2, 3, inhale. And exhale. Good. Hopefully you're starting to get a better awareness of the fact that you are a three-dimensional shape. So now what we're going to do is from where you're seated on your feet, I want you just to spread your knees a little bit further apart. And then from here, I'm going to take my hands out and try my best to just let them fall where they are without lifting my tushy up. Okay? So if you're on your fingertips, fine. If you've got flat palms while still keeping your butt heavy, great. Wherever your hands are in space is where they are, trying to keep your butt low. So again, let's remind ourselves that we're three-dimensional and take a big breath in. And exhale, blow it out. Good, 2 more from this area. Big inhale and inflate your body. The front, the back, the left side, the right side, and exhale. Last one from this position. Big inhale. Tin Man, and exhale. Great. So let's change the shape of our legs again. I'm going to invite you to sit crisscross or like a kindergartner. It does not matter which leg you have on top. Wherever you are is where you are. So we're going to do that same cycle again of hand placement just to feel what it feels like in this seated position with a little bit more openness in our hips. Okay? So hand on the chest, hand on the belly. Remember, we're just finding that three-dimensional breath, but putting your awareness for the big belly in front, not the top hand. 1, 2, 3, inhale. And exhale. Now something to be aware of. Remember, we talked about inhaling is pressure down. So I noticed when I took a big inhale, my hips opened a little wider, my knees got a little heavier because they felt the pressure of that breath all the way through the body. So 2 more, hand, belly, big inhale, and let it go. Last one, big inhale, 3D, and let it go. Good. Time for the ribs. 1, 2, 3, big inhale. Fill those tires. Fill all around. And exhale. You might find you want to adjust your chest. 1, 2, 3, inhale. Down pressure. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Fill the side, fill the front of that side, the back of that side, and then to the other side, the side, the front side, the back side, and exhale. Good. Last one, hands behind. This makes me want to sit up a little taller, right? On an inhale, I find I'm almost sitting up off the mat, and exhale, relax. Inhale. 3D, pop that back, sit up tall, and exhale. Man, I'm starting to feel some muscles work to have to make me sit up. How about you? 1, 2, 3, last one. Big inhale, not the chest. Take it to the cylinder, and exhale. Great. Now we're going to add in a little bit of action. So we're going to start here, and do something with our hands. So remember, inhale, inflate, action. So we're going to reach our right arm right here, our left arm. And on an inhale, we're going to inflate and just reach overhead. So not coming off the mat, just going as far as you can while keeping your lower half glued. So 1, 2, 3, inhale. Fill that whole left rib cage all the way down to her hip. And exhale. Other side. Big inhale and action. 3D in the front, popping out the side, the ribs, the hip. And exhale. 2 more each way. Big inhale. Reaching and lengthening, sitting and lengthening with breath pressure, heavy. And exhale. Big inhale. Pop the hip forward, push the hip back with breath. And exhale. 1 more each from this seated position, staying heavy on the mat. Big inhale. Reaching overhead, extending your ribs out in front to the side and behind. Last one here. Great. So we're going to go back to that wide kneeling position. So you'll start seated, spread open to where you feel comfortable, sitting as much weight into your hips and glutes as you can. Hands wherever they are. Maybe they're flat, so I can lean forward and I'm still on my butt, or maybe they're up here because you need to keep some weight behind you. So find your spot. Remember, we're going to do an action. So now on an inhale, we're going to just reach the arm out in front. You can keep your gaze about 6 inches ahead of you. So you're not going to follow that hand, but we're going to do those inhales as we do the action. So I'm looking about 6 inches in front. I'm getting the visual of my cylinder. My diaphragm is a balloon and it's going to inflate, pressure down. 1, 2, 3, inhale. And exhale, soften. To the left, inhale. Exhale, soften. Check that your neck, let's shake the neck on our exhales, okay? We don't want tension in there. So 2 more each way. Big inhale and reach for me. Inflate, pressure down, and exhale, drop the hand, shake the neck. Good. 6 inches in front. Big inhale and reach. Fill that cylinder. And exhale, shake and drop. Good. 1 more each. Big inhale. Feel the pressure build down. Asking your tail to pull further with breath. And exhale, shake and drop. Last one. Inhale and lift. 3D all around. And exhale, shake and drop. All right. So next what we're going to do, bring those knees back together. We are in our starting position, and we're going to do those side bends again. Now, you want to lift your butt? Great. You don't? Fine. But again, remember, we're inflating 3-dimensionally. So kind of cue and get deeper. We're going to do the same thing, 3 per side, alternating. So my first ones, I'm going to stay low. So I'm going to inhale. Find that fold, find that 3-dimensional breath to the front, to the side, to the back. And exhale, soften. 1, 2, 3, inhale. Pushing my chest forward with breath and my low back with breath. And exhale. Good. Now I'm going to add in a little lift. So 1, 2, 3, inhale, reach and lift. Fill all around. Exhale down. If you're reaching, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, inhale. 3D. Good. On our final ones, Let's bring a little bit more awareness to being totally diagonal, right? So trying to line up our neck on a diagonal with our hip, whether it's staying down or lifting up. It's creating kind of a bowing but lengthening effect, okay? So thinking of reaching diagonally for the front high room and diagonally the other direction for the floor. 1, 2, 3. Last one, make it good. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. You used your diaphragm by engaging your mind, and maybe you found that with your breath, when you took the biggest inhale you could, you might have gotten some pops or adjustments in your hips or in your spine. So that's a great way. If you're feeling a little sore and achy, try taking a deep inhale. It might just be the adjustment that you need. I mean, come on, this was 16 minutes. Like, you don't have time to do this? Come on.